Computer physics or 11th class. So first unit, physics and measurements. Units of measurement, system of unit, SI units, fundamental and derived unit, list count, significant figures, errors in measurements, dimensions of physical quantities, dimensional analysis and its application. Units 2, kinematics, the frame of reference, motion in a straight line, position time graph, speed and velocity, uniform and non-uniform motion, average speed and instantaneous velocity, uniformly accelerated motion, velocity time, position time graph, relations for uniformly accelerated motion, scalars and vectors, vector addition and subtraction, scalar and vector products, unit vectors, resolution of a vector, relative velocity, motion in a plane, projectile motion, uniform circular motion. Unit 3, laws of motion. Force and inertia, Newton's first law of motion, momentum, Newton's second law of motion, impulses, Newton's third law of motion, law of conservation of linear momentum and its application, equilibrium of concurrent forces, static and kinetic friction, laws of friction, rolling friction, dynamics of uniform circular motion, centripetal force and its application, vehicle on a level circular road, vehicle on a banked road. Unit 4, work, energy and power. Work done by a constant force and a variable force, kinetic and potential energy, work, energy theorem, power. The potential energy of a spring, conservation of mechanical energy, conservative and non-conservative forces, motion in a vertical circle, elastic and inelastic, collision in 1 and 2 dimensions. Unit 5, rotational motions. Center of the mass of a two-particle system, center of the mass of a rigid body, basic concepts of rotational motion, moment of a force, torque, angular momentum, conservation of angular momentum and its applications, the moment of inertia, the radius of gyration, values of moment of inertia for simple geometrical objects, parallel and perpendicular axis theorem and their applications, equilibrium of rigid bodies, rigid body rotation and equation of rotational motions, comparison of linear and rotational motion. Unit 6, gravitation, the universal law of gravitation, acceleration due to gravity and its variation with altitude and depth, Kepler's law of planetary motion, gravitational potential energy, gravitational potential, escape velocity, motion of a satellite or vital velocity, time period and energy of satellite. Unit 7, properties of solid and liquids. Elastic behavior, stress-strain relationship, Hooke's law, Young's modulus, Buck modulus and modulus of rigidity, pressure due to a fluid column, Pascal's law and its applications, effect of gravity and fluid pressure, viscosity, Stokes law, terminal velocity, streamline and turbulent flow, critical velocity, Bernoulli's principle and its applications, surface energy and surface tension, angle of contact, excess of pressure across a curved surface, application of surface tension, drops, bubbles and capillary rise, heat temperature, thermal expansion, specific heat capacity, calorimetry, change of state, latent heat, heat transfer, conduction, convection and radiation. Next, Unit 8, thermodynamics. Thermal equilibrium, zeroth law of thermodynamics, the concept of temperature, heat, work and internal energy, the first law of thermodynamics, isothermal and adiabatic process, the second law of thermodynamics, reversible and irreversible process. Unit 9, kinetic theory of gases, equation of a state of a perfect gas, work done on compressing a gas, kinetic theory of gases, assumptions, the concept of pressure, kinetic interpretation of temperature, RMS speed of gas molecules, degrees of freedom, laws of partition of energy and application to a specific heat capacity of gases, mean free path, Avogadro's number. Unit 10, oscillation and waves, oscillation and periodic motion, time period, frequency, displacement as a function of time, periodic functions, simple harmonic motion, SHM and its equation, phase, oscillation of a spring restoring force and force constant, energy in SHM, Kinetic and potential energy, simple pendulum, derivation of expression for its time period. Next, wave motion, longitudinal and transverse waves, the speed of the traveling waves, displacement relation for a progressive wave, principle of superposition of waves, reflection of waves, standing waves in string and organ pipes, fundamental mode and harmonics, beats. Unit 11. Electrostatics, electric charge, conservation of charge, Coulomb's law, forces between two-point charge, forces between multiple charge, superposition principle and continued charge distribution, electric field due to a point charge, electric field lines, electric dipoles, electric field due to a dipole, torque on a dipole in an uniform electric field. Electric flux, Gauss's law and its applications to find due to infinitely long uniformly charged straight wire, uniformly charged infinite plane sheet and uniformly charged thin spherical cells, electric potential and its calculation for a point charge, electric dipole and system of charge, potential difference, equipotential surfaces, electrical potential energy of a system of two-point charge and of electric dipole in an electrostatic field, conductors and insulators, dielectric and electric polarization, capacitor and capacitances, the combination of capacitor in series and parallel, and capacitances of a parallel plate capacitor with and without dielectric medium between the plates, energy stored in the capacitor. Current, electricity, electric current, drift current, drift velocity, mobility and their relation with electric current, Ohm's law, electrical resistance, VI characteristics of ohmic and non-ohmic conductors, electrical energy and power, electrical resistivity and conductivity, series and parallel combinations of resistors, temperature dependence of resistance, internal resistance, potential difference and EMF of cell, a combination of cells in series and parallel, Kirchhoff's laws and their application, Wheatstone bridge, meter bridge. Unit 13. Magnetic effect of current and magnetism. Biot-Savart law and its application to the current carrying circular loop. Ampere's law and its application to infinitely long current carrying a straight wire and solenoid. Force on a moving charge in uniform magnetic and electric field. Force on a current carrying conductor in an uniform magnetic field. The forces between two parallel current carrying conductors. Definitions. Forces and current carrying conductor in a uniform magnetic field.